how to avoid toxic relationships. If you've ever been in a toxic relationship and you've been lucky enough to escape, then you know that you don't really want to get back into another one. But unfortunately, that's exactly what most people do. Hi, I'm Jeff Broomfield, and I empower empaths and people who stand in their own way to end the cycle of toxic relationships, whether it's with others or even with yourself, so that you can get unstuck and live your life to its fullest potential using my quantum hypnosis transformation protocol. And so the way to avoid toxic relationships is actually to do the personal work, to actually do the healing and get over whatever it is inside of you that's attracting toxic people into your life. Because if we're toxic inside, then we attract somebody who is also toxic. And it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's called the law of attraction. And so if you're attracting toxic people in your life, then you have some toxic qualities inside yourself. And you need to clean that up. And the primary thing that you need to do is you need to find self-love. And what's actually happening is that most people are taught from an early age that love and happiness and all our emotions are outside of us, and that other people control and manipulate our emotions. And so if you need to feel love, you need another person to do something, and that thing will make you feel love. And so we go around, we try getting people to do these things for us so that we can feel that love. And when you get into a relationship in the beginning, you've given yourself permission to feel love because you got this other person there and you feel like this other person is giving you love. We can't give love to other people. Love is a feeling. It's actually our core being, and that's who we are. And so we allow ourselves to be ourselves, and that's what love actually is. And so if you're waiting for other people to give you permission to feel the love that's already inside of you, then it's going to take you a lot of work to get that other person to give you what you need in order for you to feel love. And since you're coming at it from, like, after a while when you're in the relationship, for the first, 2, 3, however long the honeymoon phase is, then it's easy for that to happen. But after that honeymoon is over, then we don't feel the love as much. It's just not automatic anymore. All of a sudden the high is gone, and now you need that person to do that thing, and that person's busy doing their own stuff, and so they're not doing that thing anymore that you wish that they would do. And so you try to get them to do that thing, and you come at a space of lack. So when you don't have what it is that you want and you try to come at it from a negative vibration, then what happens is you get the opposite result that you wanted. So all of a sudden that person becomes angry with you. And so if you are reaching out to that person and you try to do some loving thing, but you come from an empty space of not having, then you're gonna demand something from them that they're not willing to just give you like that. You need to actually behave in such a way. You come from a loving space, and once you come from that loving space and you do that thing, then they're going to reciprocate that love. It's a law of attraction. It has to be that way. So whatever the result is that you're getting, if you're getting toxic behavior back from that other person, then that's a good indicator that you're putting out some bad vibes. If you were putting out good vibes, you're going to get good back. That's just the way the law of attraction works. And so the way to avoid a toxic relationship is to do the self-work, to figure out what the lesson was that you needed to learn from that other person. These toxic people come into our lives in order to teach us some things about ourselves, and it's our opportunity to learn and grow. If you just blame them for everything and they're the toxic person and you jump into another relationship, you're going to get an even worse person in the end because you didn't learn the lesson the first time. And so each time that you end a toxic relationship and get into another one, you're setting yourself up to get into an even worse relationship. And yeah, it seems great the first, 3 to 6 months that you're into that relationship. But after that honeymoon phase wears out, you're in for a lot of trouble after that. So if you haven't done the self work, if you haven't figured out that love is inside of you already, and that you come at them from a space of love, then when you do that, you're going to get love back. It's just the way the law of attraction works. And so the way to avoid those toxic relationships is do the personal work. And hypnosis can help you with that. In fact, years and years of self-development can be accomplished in just one session. Since you're still watching this video, then that means that this content resonates with you. And if you want to get a head start and get a good jump on becoming your true self and avoiding those toxic relationships, just drop a note in the comments below and we'll have a chat and we'll talk about whether or not hypnosis can help you to avoid future toxic relationships. So thanks for tuning in and have a good one.